Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I just have my coffee here in my little chalkboard mug. That's why it looks like that. It's not dirty, I promise. And I wanted to chat with you really quickly about my favorite supplements that I take to keep my skin clear. I'm in a really good place with my skin. I'll give you guys a little bit of a close-up just to start. Obviously I've struggled a lot with acne and acne scarring. I have two big active breakouts right now. This one right here and then this one. And then everything else is pretty much a past breakout or a scar. This one was gnarly that I had last week, and then literally my skin's been looking pretty good lately. I feel like I always really struggle while the seasons change. Every spring I tend to have a really big breakout, and same with kind of in the fall time, but particularly in spring. I don't know what it is, if it's like the allergies or the temperature changing or what. I tend to just like have a hard time. So I wanted to document this moment in time while my skin is generally clear. I don't have any makeup on today, so not looking like my freshest or most like beauty guru-ish here on the channel, but I do have on my Revision Intellishade Matte Anti-Aging Tinted Moisturizer with sunscreen. This is my favorite SPF of all time. It just gives a slight tint. As you can tell, it doesn't look like I'm wearing any makeup, but if you saw me without this, I would be even more red. It's super cold today, so you can see my nose is actually red, and you can see my dark circles, and you can obviously see all my imperfections. You can see a lot of these bigger spots and acne scars on my skin. So this is not full coverage by any means. It's not like a tinted moisturizer that you would use as makeup. It's more of just like a really light SPF, and I find that it sits really well under makeup. So that's where my skin is at, and let's talk about my favorite supplements. So first of all, none of these are necessary. I also want to preface this by saying that I've done a lot of experimenting. I've also been on a lot of medications for my acne, and I currently do use a prescription topical, but I'm not using any prescription pills at the moment. So these are all just things that supplement. You don't need any of them. I'll just kind of talk about what I like about each of them and what they do for me. So first of all, I want to talk about turmeric. Right now I have this one, Turmeric curcumin, 500 milligrams. I just asked the guy at GNC which turmeric supplement he recommended, and this was kind of the most basic one, but I do really like just the Trader Joe's brand. And my dog is playing with a squeaky toy, which he hasn't touched in weeks, in the background. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Anyway, he recommended this one, but I do also just really like the turmeric that they have at Trader Joe's, which is a lot cheaper than this one was, but this one does have 100 servings, so maybe it does actually factor out to be about the same price. I find that these GNC own brand supplements are pretty affordable. So far I'm really liking this. I was taking the Trader Joe's supplement, and then as soon as I stopped taking it, I just noticed my skin was a lot more inflamed. I have really sensitive skin, and obviously I'm really fair, so you can see any redness really easily on me. And I know I look pretty red today, but without taking this supplement, I would just immediately just got a lot more, I thought, red looking and inflamed. And I was starting to just break out a little bit. So I really like this. I think that it really helps with kind of lowering inflammation in the body. I also work out a lot, so it's a good supplement for other things. But in terms of skin, I really feel that this helps kind of just like generally with redness and like the angriness of my skin, if that makes sense. Also, totally consult your doctor before you take any of these. Like, I'm not recommending that you have to take any of these. I'm just saying that this is my experience with them and what I like about them and that they're working for me. So second of all is another controversial product. This is the Alani Nu Balance. I think hormones have obviously a lot to do with skin. It all kind of depends on if you're on birth control or not, how your hormones are and all that. But I really like this. I found that this really helped with my mood more than anything, and obviously, as you can see from these kind of larger breakouts here and all the scarring I have here, I've had my fair share of hormonal breakouts, and obviously from this one I'm still having them. But in this time in the world, I think we're also, everyone's just a lot more stressed, and stress levels are a little higher, which is why I have a zit like on like my nose and my forehead where I never get zits. It's just kind of random because of the times. But anyway, hormonally, this really helps me kind of even out. This also just helps a lot with my mood. This has folate, chromium, a few other things I can't pronounce. Anyway, it's just like a really nice hormonal supplement. It's supposed to be for hormone balance, weight management, improved mood, and supports complexion and brighter skin. So this is something that I know is controversial, but I know a lot of people have gotten really great results from. And I think this helps my mood more than anything. So I think this all kind of depends on your hormones, but this is something that does work for me. I think it helps keep my hormonal breakouts at bay, and I don't get them as bad as I did before. Okay, next up I want to talk about Biotin, which is like the obvious choice for supplements for your hair and skin. I really like this Trader Joe's Biotin. This is probably what I take most often just because this has 120 capsules in it. It's super affordable, and it has 5,000 mcg, whatever that means, 5 milligrams of biotin. So it's like way over your daily value. It's a nice biotin supplement. This, like the turmeric, is something that while I'm taking it, I don't really notice like, oh, my skin looks incredible. It's, you know, crystal clear, how amazing. But it's when I stop taking that I'm like, oh, my skin just looks a little like duller. It's just breaking out a little bit more. And like I just really notice a difference when I stop taking it. So this is what I had been taking for a long time. I recently, just for the last few months, switched to Sugar Bear Hair. And by the way, this is not sponsored. Like, I wish, please, like any hair vitamin company sponsor me. But this is of course like the overhyped vitamin on Instagram. Everyone talks about these, and I'm sure that this is just like a scam, but this has biotin, folic acid, and vitamin C in it, and I just love a gummy, you know, like I just felt like I want to treat myself. I want a nice tasty gummy that I can have every day to support my hair and skin, and I'm getting married this year, so I just wanted to, like, you know, spend $30 on a bottle of biotin gummies that probably don't really do anything, but they taste really good. It's just fun. They're cute. It's like a temporary thing for me. As soon as I like get married and finish going through this phase, I'm gonna go back to my regular biotin. I think it just helps the overall like brightness and clarity of my skin. I really like these. I wouldn't say that I've noticed like a huge difference in this, but I haven't obviously gotten my hair dyed in quite a while. You can see by how overgrown my roots are. So I think this has, these are supposed to be hair vitamins, but they have biotin in it, so it's for your skin too. I think this is supposed to really help with overall skin and hair health and growth and kind of turnover, but I don't know that this is worth the extra price over just a regular biotin supplement. That's my honest opinion. But they're fun and cute and tasty, so I'll keep buying them. And finally is the product I'm most excited about, and I think this really was the turning point for my skin. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, which is really bad for your skin. I do eat a lot of like packaged foods and processed foods, nothing like super unhealthy, like I'm not chugging McDonald's every day, but just like the foods that I eat at home aren't like, I don't eat a lot of whole foods, I'll say that. So I've been using this Alani Nu Super Greens, and really any greens powder is fine. I know like Trader Joe's GNC has a lot. The reason I like this one is because it has prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes as well, which is something that I also think really helps the like health of my skin and just my gut. But I think this has made the biggest difference. I started taking this again a few months ago. It's really pricey. It's like 50 bucks for this tube, and this tub, and there's only 30 servings. So it's like over $1 a day per serving. But my skin has just looked so clear and healthy since starting this, and I've recently gotten like 2 compliments from people in my life on my skin, and I was just shocked about it. Like honestly, it's people that would never like compliment my skin, and they said something, and then this was the only thing that I had changed. All those other supplements and my skincare had kind of been the same, and then I just kind of added this in for my overall health. And I think it really helped my skin. So I think getting your greens in is super important, because like the whole beauty starts from the inside out thing, like eat your greens, it's gonna help your skin. But again, this is one's super expensive, so I don't think you necessarily need this one. Any kind of greens would probably just help you. I think like increasing your greens consumptions just really helps my skin. And this is just kind of the holy grail product at the moment that I'm gonna keep taking for the foreseeable future, because I just noticed such a difference in the brightness and clarity of my skin after taking this. Like just generally the overall like sheen, like my skin just looks like healthy and more flawless. Like I still get breakouts, but just overall my skin just looks better, if that makes sense. So really love this. And that's it for all of my favorite supplements for my skin at the moment. All of these are really helping keep my skin clear. I hope we kind of continue on this trend. Also, I think it goes without saying during this time I'm not wearing as much makeup, because I'm working from home and everyone's just at home. So unless I'm filming a video for you guys, or I have a bunch of like work video conferences, I'm not really putting makeup on. I'm really just relying on my tinted SPF that I wear every day. So I think that's also helping my skin, but my skin has been looking good for a few months now after starting those greens, and keeping up with those other supplements that I mentioned. So I think that's helping as well. Hopefully with not wearing as much makeup, I can kind of ride this good wave and not have my annual kind of springtime breakout, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and what your favorite supplements for your skin are, if there's anything that I should be doing differently, or anything that you guys love and would suggest. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and I'll see you next time.